Hello dear students, so today we will continue with the chapter number 3 named Discovering Tut. The saga continue in the syllabus of class 11th. So earlier I told you in the last video that who was King Tut and why his mummy became the most famous mummy in the world. So he was an Egyptian king, a pharaoh, and he died at a teenage, and the very first time he was discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, then later by an anatomy professor in 1968, and then on 5th January 2005 he was CT scanned. His mummy was CT scanned, and it is believed that he died 3,300 years ago. So on the day of CT scan, there was an angry wind and the dusty storm. So on that day, many tourists from different parts of world had come to pay their respects, and they were discussing about King Tut's untimely death, etc. So now we will continue with the page number 23 with the paragraph number 3. The mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did. This paragraph is very important, students, because this tells about Howard Carter. Howard Carter was the person, he was a British archaeologist who discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. He was the first who discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922, and he recorded the complete data about him, the things which were buried with him, and about King Tut, etc. That's why this paragraph is important, because description is given about him in this paragraph. The mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in the 1920s. 20s means 21 to 30. So he discovered in 1922. This was the statement of Zahi Hawass, who was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities. So he was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, which is related to ancient things. So Zahi Hawass was the Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, and he was also present there on that day, because the whole process took place under his observance. So he gave this statement that the mummy is in very bad condition because of what Carter did in 1920s. So here is a mention of a person named Carter. कार्टर ने 1920s में जो किया, उसकी वजह से मम्मी जो है वो बहुत ही बुरी कंडीशन में है, ऐसा ज़ाही हवास ने बोला. As he leaned over the body for a long first look. So Zahi Hawass gave this statement when he leaned over. Lean means झुकना. When he leaned over the body of King Tut for a long first look, and he had a long, and as he was looking at him the very first time, so it was a long first look. Now there is a description about Carter. Carter, his full name is Howard Carter. That is, was the British archaeologist. So he was a British, and he was an archaeologist. Archaeologists are called who study about ancient things. So archaeology is the science of ancient, is the study of ancient things. So Howard Carter was a British archaeologist, पुरातत्ववेदी है, पुरातत्व विभाग से जुड़ा हुआ है. Who, वो Howard Carter, who in 1922 discovered Tut's tomb. So 1920s हो गया, because he discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. After years of futile searching, earlier also he made his searching, but those searchings were futile, व्यर्थ हो गई थी उसकी पहले की जो जितनी भी खोज थी. But 1922 में वो सक्सेसफुल रहा, and he discovered King Tut's tomb in 1922. Its contents though hastily ransacked in antiquity. हालांकि जो इसके contents थे, the contents which were laden with King Tut, though hastily ransacked, even they all were haste माने hurry. Even they all were ransacked, they all were searched thoroughly in hurry by Howard Carter in antiquity, were surprisingly complete, but those all things were complete and it was very surprising. हालांकि उसने बड़ी जल्दी में उन सब चीजों को रखवाया था, वापस उनको असेंबल कराया था दोबारा से सर्च करने के बाद, लेकिन फिर भी ये बड़ी अद्भुत बात थी, बड़ा सरप्राइज की बात थी कि वो सब कंप्लीट था, नथिंग वाज मिसिंग. दे रिमेन the richest royal collection, and those things, those objects, they are considered the richest royal collection ever found. आज तक किसी भी राजा के साथ जितनी रिच कलेक्शन मिली है किसी भी राजा की टॉम में, उसमें सबसे ज्यादा रिच है, सबसे ज्यादा बढ़िया. And have become part of Pharaoh's legend, and that's why these all things have become the part of Pharaoh. Pharaoh means king in Egypt. Of the Pharaoh's legend. Legend means his story, the description about his life. तो उसके जीवन की गाथा में ये चीज जुड़ गई है और ये बड़ा बात ऐड हो गई है. Stunning artifacts in gold. So what were the objects which were found by Howard Carter with the dead body, with the mummy of King Tut in his tomb? So what were they? They were stunning artifacts in gold, artifacts which are made by hands in gold, gold की बनी हुई हस्तकृतियां. Their eternal brilliance meant to guarantee resurrection, and they were eternally brilliant. They were extremely wonderful. That meant to guarantee, जिसकी की गारंटी थी कि अगर उनको दोबारा से यूज किया जाए, बनाया जाए, निर्माण किया जाए उनका दोबारा से उसको, तो भी उसकी प्योरिफिकेशन करने के बाद वो मीन्स उसका जो उसकी क्वालिटी में कोई फर्क नहीं आएगा, इतनी अच्छी क्वालिटी की चीजें थी वो गोल्ड की. Was the sensation at the time of the discovery, and they were so pure that caused those things, they caused a sensation, a feeling at the time of the discovery. होता है ना मन में कि हाँ भाई ऐसा रियल, इतना रिच, इतना रॉयल और इतना प्योर, तो वो फीलिंग उस टाइम आई होगी जब उसके डिस्कवरी किया गया होगा. And still get the most attention. Still these things, they get the most attention of people. But Tut was also buried with everyday things he would want in the afterlife. So King Tut was buried with many other things also, the things he would want in the afterlife, because the people of Egypt in ancient times, they believed that people could use their riches. Board games. So what were the things which were also buried with the king except gold? Board games like chess, carom board, etc. A bronze razor for his shaving, linen undergarments, cotton undergarments, cases of food and wine, boxes of food and wine. These things which people thought that he would need, they were also buried with the king, according to the belief of ancient Egypt. So Howard Carter, he discovered King Tut tomb in 1922. Sorry. And Zahi Hawass gave this statement about him, that what he did in 1920s, because of that the mummy was in very bad condition. So now the question arises, what Carter did. Even we know that he discovered King Tut's tomb and he found many other things also with the king. So what happened after that, when he searched through it and he searched all the things thoroughly, then what was the problem? Why Zahi Hawass gave that statement about Howard Carter? Howard Carter, who was a British archaeologist who discovered King Tut's tomb the very first time in 1922. After months of carefully recording the pharaoh's funerary treasures, the money, the things, the gold material, treasure, khajana, funerary, the things which were buried with him at the time of funeral. Pharaoh means king. After months of carefully recording, so Howard Carter, he recorded many things carefully, and these things were related to that king, and so he recorded all those things which were buried with the king, and that those were the king's funerary treasures, जो उसका खजाना था, जो उसकी विदाई के टाइम पे उसके साथ दफनाया गया था, उन सबको उसने केयरफुली रिकॉर्ड किया. After that, Carter began investigating his three-nested coffin. So it was a three-layered coffin. Coffins जो ताबूत होता है जिसमें डेड बॉडी को रखा जाता है. So he begins investigating those three-nested coffins. Opening the first, so when he opened the first, he found the shroud adorned with garlands. Shroud कफन होता है. Adorned means decorated. So he found a shroud adorned which was decorated with garlands of willow and olive leaves. Garlands means जो माला होती है. Of willow, जैतून, and olive leaves, जैतून के पत्ते, wild celery, अजवाइन, जंगली अजवाइन, lotus petals, lotus leaves, and cornflowers, मकई के दाने. These things were buried with King Tut, and these things were found by Howard Carter when he opened the first coffin, because it was a three-layered coffin. He opened first, then he got these things. So when he found these things by opening the first coffin, these things were the faded evidence of a burial in March or April, because these things together, they all are found in the time of March and April. This is the season of these things. That's why it gave the evidence that the King Tut was buried in March or April. So even it can be concluded that he died in March or April. इस तरह से आर्कियोलॉजी काम करती है, अंदाजा लगाया जाता है चीजों का. When he finally reached the mummy, then he opened the second, then the third, then he again found some things. पहला ताबूत खोला तो उसमें कुछ चीजें मिली, दूसरा खोला होगा तो और कुछ चीजें मिली होंगी. तो finally when he reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble, so he was in trouble. मुसीबत में पड़ गए वो. क्यों? The ritual resins had hardened. That ritual resins, that liquid in which the mummy was mummified, the dead body of King Tut was mummified, जिसमें उसको रखा गया था ताकि वो खराब ना हो लंबे टाइम तक, जो रिचुअल के अकॉर्डिंग, रिवाज के अकॉर्डिंग लगाए उस लोग करते थे, रखते थे उसमें. That liquid, that resins had hardened, वो हार्ड हो गया था. Cementing Tut to the bottom of his solid gold coffin, and that resin, as it had hardened, so it cemented Tut to the bottom of that solid gold coffin. उस गोल्ड कफिन के बॉटम में उसको सीमेंटेड कर दिया था, जमा दिया था उस चिकने पदार्थ ने. And Carter said, he wrote later, no amount of legitimate force could move them. What was to be done? Legitimate, lawful, जो भी उसने लगाई उस force जो needed थी. So he said, he wrote later in his report that no amount, even he tried many times, he tried very much, but no amount of legitimate force, जितनी force लगा सकते थे उतनी force लगाने के बाद भी कोई चीज उसको move नहीं कर पाई. What was to be done? Then what he could do? So when the force did not work, then he said, the sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt, because that Valley of the Kings, where King Tut was buried, it is in south of Egypt, and there, as it is a deserted area, so there sun can beat down like a hammer. इतनी गर्मी होती है वहां पे कि सूर्य की जो किरणें हैं वो एक हैमर की चोट की तरह हथौड़े की चोट जैसी होती है, बहुत ही तेज गर्मी पड़ती है। सो कार्टर ट्राई टू यूज इट टू लूजन द रेजिन्स। कार्टर ने क्या किया, इस रेजिन को लूज करने के लिए, बिकॉज वेन एवर एवरीथिंग इज टाइट, सो वी थिंक दैट इफ वी विल कीप इट आउटसाइड इन सन, then it will be loosen. So he also tried so. उसे लगा शायद वो लिक्विड जो है वो सन के संपर्क में आने से ढीला हो जाएगा. So he tried that for several hours. Come to the next page. He set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine. So he set the mummy outside in blazing sunshine. चमकते हुए सूर्य में के सामने रखा उसने मम्मी को. That heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit, and that sunshine heated the mummy it to 149. That means 50 degrees Celsius. Nothing burst, but nothing moved. He reported with scientific detachment that the consolidated material had to be chiseled away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. He reported with scientific detachment. It is said that science is without any attachment. That's why he was a scientist, and with scientific detachment, भावुकता रहित होकर, science is without humanity, without emotions. Literature has emotions. Literature is what? That makes a human being a human being. Before learning literature, a human being is like an animal. So it makes an animal a human being in the true sense. A human cannot be said a human without the knowledge of literature, without the knowledge of emotions. So with that scientific detachment, he reported, the consolidated material had to be chiseled away. Consolidated, which was solid. That solid material, वो जमा हुआ जो material था, resins था, had to be chiseled away. Chisel is called a sort of tool. छेनी जिसको बोलते, लोहे का होता है, आगे से वो थोड़ा सा नुकीला होता है, घुमा हुआ. Normally labor use it. Masons also. So that material which became solid had to be chiseled away. वो छेनी मार के अलग करना पड़ा from beneath the limbs parts, body parts, and trunk, जो उसका जो तना था, शरीर था, धड़ था. Before it was possible, तो किंग के अवशेषों तक, रिमेन्स तक पहुंचने से पहले, इससे पहले कि उनको निकाला जा सके, उठाया जा सके, उन्हें उसके लिम्स के, उसके शरीर के अंगों को और उसके जो धड़ था उसे छेनी मारकर काटकर अलग करना पड़ा. ऐसा हावर्ड कार्टर ने एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया है बाद में.